In progress.
Welcome everyone to Raw Underground, where there are very little rules, lots of excitement, carnage, chaos, and quite frankly, lots of things that I personally would like to see. And one thing I want to stick with.
Nice. Yeah. I'm in my shitty pants. 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 I took 6 months off and didn't upgrade my pants.
Yeah, I hear the battle cry under the devil's sky. The one-winged angel screams.
Woo!
It feels
Damn,
like
bro.
hopes and dreams. The best barbershop.
Yeah. What up, everybody?
I got my
Welcome
shitty
to
pants.
Comedians
I
with
got
a
my shitty
Podcast.
pants. I got my shitty pants.
All right, actually, you know what? Forget about this guy.
Oh shit. I thought it was a something Cody Rhodes.
Changed it, everybody. It's just a real Cody song. What up, everybody? What up? Welcome to the Wrestling Podcast. We are coming at you, everybody, on Friday. This will be coming out Friday. We're figuring out what day in the changing landscape here. We were just talking about before we came on the air what day we're going to record. Our schedules are kooky, and we're trying to watch Raw and Dynamite and record. And
And
that's why you'll see on
SmackDown
this episode,
and Rampage.
we're very informed for this episode. So just put up with us, but you know, bear with us. Also, it's like, whatever. You see it. It pops up in your feed when it pops up in your feed. We're here. We're watching wrestling. I'm here with at Tiptoe with Tullo. Nick Tullo, how are you?
Oh man, well, frankly, honestly, Dan, there's some important things I want to talk about and some not so important things I want to talk about. And I think I'm going to start off with
Well,
the
can
not
we
so
just say
some
one
not
thing
so
quick?
important things.
Can we just
Yeah.
in the grand scheme of things, in the grand scope of things, nothing we talk about here is important. No matter how much you guys yell at me
Yeah.
on the Discord, nothing we talk about here is important. And that's kind of the beauty, isn't it, folks? Tullo, start with the thing that in the umbrella of unimportant is
Not so
more
important.
unimportant.
As CM Punk put it, the not so important things. And I'm not going to sit here and bash on.
I forgot about that. That's
Yeah,
how
that-
Punk opened the promo. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry about that. That's what you were getting. I'm such an idiot. I literally
Yeah.
just rewatched it too,
Hey,
and I
it's-
took notes,
and-
and I still
see,
didn't notice that.
That's how good I'm at this shit, is that I can hear that. I can hear a promo of a guy that I really fucking hate right now and take his line and do it better to the point where you didn't even realize it. You thought I just opened up the show in an incredible way, and I did. So do you want to hear the not so important things? I
do.
ordered Chick-fil-A and I ate an insane amount and then washed it all down with an cookies and cream shake, and I am not feeling well. Let me tell you.
Wait, you just ate how much Chick-fil-A?
So I had a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich. I had like 5 grilled nuggets. Danny had the other 3.
Oh, good for you.
I had a brownie. It was fucking disgusting. And that cookies and cream shake, it was just out of control, disgusting.
I love that for you. That's so.
But
true.
I also
think
just
now
got back. I was in Nashville for 5 days for work. I took a late flight back. You know, I needed to just destroy my body with Chick-fil-A.
Why did you go to Nashville?
Work. I was
What
there.
were you doing in Nashville?
Work.
Damn it. I was trying to hit a fucking sound drop. That's why I was trying to stall, and I didn't fucking find it. All right, let's go back a second, okay? Say you were in Nashville.
Yes. So I was in Nashville for work, and fuck, man, you got me.
I couldn't find it. Oh, man, that was exactly the timing I wanted. All right, yeah.
And yeah, so I'm exhausted, but it was awesome. Really
We love
successful
Nashville,
week,
don't we,
and
folks?
so that's why we never found time to record. But I'm all caught up. Like I've watched it all, and we're actually 3 minutes away from SmackDown starting. I'm having a little anxiety about not watching SmackDown live.
I see clearly.
All right, let's talk about the important things.
A bitter place.
Wow.
The important
Bro,
things.
Let's
CM
talk
Punk is a
about CM Punk.
certified fucking asshole. Okay,
He's a certified
All right?
G and a bona fide stud.
came on this podcast. Listen, let me tell you something. Okay,
Did you clean it up?
let me come back. Let me take 2 steps. Let me take 2 steps back here. Let me put
Yeah.
a warning and a disclaimer on this. Okay, I'm the fucking super Mark. Okay, I have spent 6 fucking years. I've been here for 6 years. Okay. Marking out over the toply for things like Dominic Mysterio and Dana being badass, and everybody always coming at me. Shut the fuck up. Everybody always coming at me.
Over the toply?
Sure, whatever.
I've been marking out over the toply. All right,
Yeah.
sorry, that's fucking great.
That's how much I'm marking out, okay? They call me the fucking super Mark. You tiptoe with me because 6, right? You tiptoe with me because I'm so goddamn good at this shit, okay? And I love you all. I genuinely do. But you have to understand, CM Punk is an asshole, and I've been fucking saying that for a very long time, okay? And I just, you know, like there's this guy that lives in my apartment complex, right? And he's an interesting cat. He's like a skinny dude. He's got like a rat tail, ponytail, glasses.
Yeah.
He always just walks up and involves himself, and he just creeps around. And I'm making a point here, okay? And Danny loves every person in the whole entire world, but this dude, Danny violently barks at, okay? So, you know when a dog has an intuition about someone, you're like, okay, they must be a bad person because Danny doesn't like him. That's how I feel about CM Punk, okay? This guy just rubs me the wrong way. He fucking feels like he could do whatever he wants. He's a heel, he's a face. He comes out, he's all emotional because he was trying to be big tough guy, but the love from the crowd, you know, this guy's a scumbag. And now, it's coming out that he actually might be a scumbag. So, did I think he cut a good promo? Yeah. Would he just be better if he was a full-blown heel? Yeah. But he's not. And that's the hole in his game. And that's the hole in his whole entire fucking thing. Okay?
Would he be better if this was his theme music?
Yeah.
Tullo, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
So there's
I
my
hear
case
you.
in point. Okay? So I've been right about this guy. Now it comes out, and this is
Tullo,
exactly
can I
the problem
comment?
that AEW is having right now, is that guys like this who said they were coming along to make this place better are now causing problems. And this is a pivotal moment for AEW right here, is that they need to get this under control if it's actually really what's going on. And truly, I believe from everything that's been happening, I think it is. Because if this is shoot,
Tullo.
and he goes heel shoot like this, and let me just finish. I'm very emotional about this.
I know you're emotional about this, but no one knows what you're talking about.
What do you mean?
We didn't set we didn't set the groundwork for what you're talking about.
So you're telling me to take a breath?
Let me just frame this for you here, because I like that you're emotional. I like that I think it was a hot start here.
Thanks.
2 things I'll say. I'll comment on.
I
2
needed
things
to
you
do
said.
that. Thank you. Thank you.
No, I know
I had
you're
to get that
texting
out.
me like a lunatic. 2 things I'll say. 2 things I'll say to you, Tullo. First thing is, I like you talking about your instinct about a guy and the dog thing, because I have the same thing with CM Punk. I have the same thing, where like and I've said it a million times. I'm CM Punk, one of my guys. I think he's extremely talented. He's an extremely important wrestler in the history of professional wrestling. His mark on the evolution of the sport is undeniable. Okay, right? But he does feel like a guy where I'm like, I don't think I would be friends with this guy. Like just in a vacuum. Like a lot of things about his taste in things, and just his general vibe is. I'm like, this feels like the kind of guy I meet, and I go, I don't like that guy. So I agree with you. Now he does live in my neighborhood, I've been told, and so I might meet him and take that back. You know what I mean? Who knows? But I agree. Now, the other thing you're pointing out is that you don't like that. Oh, he does whatever he wants, but like you're talking about. You didn't say this directly, but this is a really interesting thing, and I think a lot of this episode will be dedicated to CM Punk because while he did cut, there was mastery in what he did on Wednesday, even just from the macro standpoint of like that's just a random Dynamite. And he's cutting a promo at the beginning of this Dynamite, and Dynamites have been like lulling for a long time. And he cut that promo, and I was like, "Wow, this feels big and important, right?"
Yeah.
So I'm like, from that standpoint, he does find a way to be like, dare I say, mage, right? And so and that part of it, he's like creating moments in that sense. And is something that CM Punk does great. I actually think when Mox came out and said, you're just dropping pipe bombs. That's what you do. That's what you do.
I love that.
That was really good. It was almost diminishing the fact that I was like, oh, actually, like, what? It is true, but he's not just playing the hits. Like, it was kind of what he was doing was new. It was
here's
new.
Here's
my. I want to point out what you're saying because you say like, oh, is he heel?
It's
He's
unique.
face. You said, oh, hey, I came out. I just want to speak to one point you're saying. Yeah. You said he came out and then he said, oh, I was gonna come out here and put on my tough guy face, but then I smiled, right?
Yeah, and I love
he's a little all over the place in a way that is only beneficial to CM Punk. Okay,
there we go, and that's it.
It sells out the other wrestler in the segment.
Uh-huh.
And that's everything he did in this segment was going into business for yourself at the expense of everything. And what I mean by everything is the show, right? Like some things, right? It's like breaking the reality. Like in improv, we call these things, like going for the joke, right? I did it recently. Like I was like, oh man, that joke would be funny to say. I did it in a show, and I was like, shit. Immediately you regret it because you go, well, this killed the reality of the scene. I was like, oh, hey, guys, I switched jobs, right? I said, oh, I was working at Nordstrom. And then I go, now I'm working at Nordstrom Rack, okay? Now, that's funny, right? Do we agree that that's funny, right? But if it's a scenic, it's funnier than I thought, I guess, right? It's like, all right, guys, I switched up now. I didn't expect this to make me. You laughed at it, and then I was like, "It's actually really funny." All right, so this makes this example even better because you think it's funny, right?
Oh man.
So because it's funny, but it does feel like a joke, right? And in that scene, I was the straight man, so I was trying to move the scene forward by just being like, "Hey guys, I switched jobs," and then my other friend in the scene, Paul Welsh, was the unusual character, and his thing was that he's like from a small town and hasn't heard of big things, right? Like he hasn't heard of a lot of things. So the point is that my job there is to set him up. So when I make a joke about my job, it takes away, it puts focus on me. Where I'm supposed to just keep the reality grounded. CM Punk is just everything he says is I'm switching from Nordstrom to Nordstrom Rack. Yeah. Like he goes, like everything he says. So like he comes out and he's like, oh, I'm supposed to be a good guy, but actually I'm supposed to come out like kind of bad, but I decided to be good. And then you're like, all right, well, so when Moxley comes out, and you could see Moxley comes out and he's like ready to rock, right?
Yeah.
CM Punk's just throwing off the whole act.
Yeah, he's doing Snow Angels in the ring.
Yeah,
he's over Moxley.
He's not making
singing
Mox
the song. He's doing what you always criticize Kevin Owens for.
Yes,
he's doing
Kevin
that
Owens
thing.
is the other guy who does this sometimes. He does this sometimes. Sometimes he can't help himself. he hears a joke, he says it, and then you're like that. So for example, if
Uh-huh.
Undertaker comes out and you go you call out that he's wearing eyeliner, like, oh, you look like an emo kid from Hot Topic, right?
Yeah.
Then you're not selling the fact that he's like an undead, scary man, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can do this sometimes. This is like all CM Punk was doing for Moxley. Now he said a bunch of good shit that we will get into. That was great, but then he was just killing it with the rest of the stuff. You know?
Yeah, and I mean the stuff with Hangman is like wild. Like if he's going off cuff there, and his goal is to make Hangman look like shit, like dude, like why? I mean,
Okay.
it makes no sense. Like he's not gonna come out there, right? And then you call it coward shit, and like it's just
Okay.
it's just a
Oh, I have
mess,
so much to
man.
say, Tullo.
And it really
Can
bothers
we
me.
take it piece by piece? Let's take it
Yeah.
piece by piece.
Let's do it.
Let's talk about this Cowboy thing. Okay, so the reports is that CM Punk has actual beef with Cowboy, right?
Which is like
he said,
insane.
"I will never lose to Hangman," right? He said, "I would never." And if you look at it, Punk beat him in the first match, right?
Yeah.
And he has a problem with something with Hangman, right? I don't know. Should we look it up? Like, should I go in the sheets to look
I
at
think
the
it had
specifics?
something. I mean, there was a promo that they cut, and I watched the promo, and I don't think it had any like whatever Hangman said wasn't
Right.
like it was just further proving our point. Like he just said all the things we kind of said. Like he's here for CM Punk.
Oh,
and
CM Punk, he was
Hangman's
mad at Hangman for that promo in the ring when he kind of said, "Oh, you're the death of AEW," kind of thing, right?
yeah, and he's like, I'm here to defend AEW from you. And I mean, storyline. Now let's right. We're talking about this piece of storyline. This is all beautiful, like it's actually pretty fucking great.
Tullo,
But-
that's my point about this Hangman Punk thing. I think this is really good.
like,
I think there's only this
hear
is
me out
really
now,
good.
right? Say Punk wins and he cheats to win to beat Moxley or something, right? And then we get Hangman Punk at All Out, and Hangman beats Punk. I mean, wow! Like now we're cooking,
It's too much. By the way, the term is ironic detachment. I forgot. I've said it a million times on this podcast, but the term is
Good term.
CM Punk is full of ironic detachment. Like when you do the Snow Angels thing, right? You're taking away from the fact that there's actual danger between the two of you fighting. Sometimes you can do it and it's okay and it works. And to be honest, I don't hate it from CM Punk because CM Punk was like the guy to be doing that, You know what I'm saying? And like if anybody's gonna do it, it should be CM Punk. But watch this segment again. Like literally, go watch it. The segment falls apart at the end because you don't believe that like these guys are gonna go like toe to toe. So then they like don't really know what to do. Like Moxley, CM Punk's the thing that he did that I hated. I know now I'm all over the place. The thing that he
No,
did in
it's
that
fine.
segment, and I have
Follow.
notes. The thing that he did that I hated was he was interrupting
yes,
Moxley's promo.
yep.
It's like, let him promo. Like, your interrupts are killing the segment for both of you. They're not making you look better.
Also, but at the same time, I thought Moxley handled it really well. Like he didn't fucking bite back at him. He just fucking was like, "Shut the fuck up," and he kept going. Like
Okay. But he shouldn't interrupt him because Moxley
Yeah.
was on a flow, and they
Yeah.
should both. The goal is both of them to look good.
Uh-huh.
The Rock
Well,
and Stone
see?
Cold, when they're going at each other, are not trying to be better than the other one. They're both trying to It's ballet,
Yep.
right?
Mhm.
Like, you know what I mean? They're like they're they're dancing together. So this beef thing of the whole thing is actually it's good and bad, right? And if
Yeah.
it's bad, if it's taking away from producing the segment, but I'm going to take a step back and say, like, fuck, I have so many thoughts. I was watching this segment and being like, man, I understand where Vince was coming from wanting this shit scripted.
Yep.
Isn't that crazy? Because I'm
Mhm.
like, this thing as a TV segment is a fucking mess. And it would only work if these guys were actually going to fight each other and not have a wrestling match.
And that is what AEW is, okay? AEW is a show that is 10 out of 10, an incredible live experience. If you are in the
Right.
crowd and you are there, you are part of the show. It is exhilarating. I can say this because I've been there. I've seen. I can't even tell you how many AEW shows I've been to now. I've traveled around to see them. They put on one of the best live shows around easily. But as a TV show, it's a fucking mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. It's a fucking mess.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I was Moxley, I would have been so fucking mad. I'd be like, yo, I'm not doing segments with this guy. I'm not even wrestling this guy if he doesn't give me my mic time.
Here
I'll give
is
him his mic time. He should give me my mic time.
Here is a perfect example. Austin Theory, Dolph Ziggler backstage segment.
Yeah.
A work of fucking art. Theory is ripping into Dolph, the veteran, the guy who's been around for a long time, and Dolph is just eating it all. He eats all the shit, okay? And it was perfect. And what did it do? It led right into a match.
The headbutt.
Yeah.
It led to the headbutt, which was sick.
Sick, right?
I was watching that with Christina because literally, if Dolph comes on, we're like, oh, it's Dolph, you know? And
right?
then,
but here's the beauty. You see how it's a TV show? They go hit into the camera and it cuts out, leaving you wanting more to what's going to happen. Then they come back and they announce that match is going to be the main event. And you're like, oh, this is fucking dope. WWE is 10 out of 10 nailing the TV show element, and AEW is not. And that's the biggest difference. I sent you the card tonight for Rampage. I wrote, this is a skippable Rampage tonight. Like, it is not giving me anything to really be excited for. Cool, Penelope Ford's back, but she's going to take the L to Athena because Athena is going to be wrestling Jade, I think. And then the tag match, awesome. Private Party's back, but we've seen them already. Why is FTR not wrestling? Why are they not on my TV? And it's just like, I would like to be there. I think that would be a great show to attend, but like on TV, it's not. What I'm looking forward to is the 5-2-5 way to crown the number one contender to face Gunther at Clash of the Castle. And it's sick. And I'm already looking forward to the show. They got, that's the biggest difference. And this is why it's further proving the point that the CM Punk stuff is just weird because it's just taken away from what the show is supposed to be, It's just, I don't know. I love AEW. I still do. But I just, right now, it's funny. It's like the landscape has completely swapped the other way now. And
let's talk about the reality of AEW. AEW is a show where WWE talent shines. That's how I feel about AEW. And then AEW guys, the indie guys, stay the same.
Jungle Boy, Christian Cage
at all.
Look at there's a huge difference there. It is night and day.
Yeah, because
Christian
of Christian.
Cage. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like night and day segments there.
And these younger guys are not growing. I don't know what else to tell you. They're not. The talent. They're this Daniel Garcia guy. They think I'm gonna get into this guy. I'm sorry. He's a good wrestler. He can give him a 4-segment match with Daniel Bryan. It's great. Thank God Daniel Bryan's in it. I don't know what else to say.
Well, that's the thing is that they're not giving.
He literally called himself the Dragon Slayer. It's like it was the lamest thing I ever saw. Am I wrong or no?
But that's a perfect example. Is they're not going to give him the they don't have a plan for Daniel Garcia. They didn't have a plan for Lee Moriarty, and they don't have a plan.
Well, he doesn't have a plan for himself. This is wrestling. You got to get on the fucking microphone. See, Yeah, all right.
Well, he does. He cuts promos.
They're fine. I'm just saying. Whatever. All right. I'm not done with this Punk segment.
Okay, let's go. Go back. Give me some.
So let's
notes.
go through every piece by piece.
I can read you all my tweets that I fired off too.
You can chime in with those, but let me just take the Roman Reigns here.
All right.
Let me take the Roman Reigns on dealing with this. Okay. So.
God, I love Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns makes all these guys look like not wrestlers. Okay.
Love
so
that.
These guys are janitors compared to Roman Reigns. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll obviously get to Kenny, but I don't know what to say there. Okay. Let's all right. Punk Cowboy thing. Okay. I actually thought this was cool. Okay. I get this is not an example of what I'm talking about because it's this is an example of something that's like kind of cool, right? Because it's like work shoot, right? So I know we just talked about this, but I'm saying I understand the problems with it, right? But like when people say, "Oh, Hangman Page can't come out to defend himself" or whatever, that that doesn't matter. It's not like Hangman Page like looked bad in this. It made Hangman Page have beef with one of the biggest names in pro wrestling. So it's super beneficial to Hangman for me. And also, this is the kind of shit that I think is kind of cool. It's like looser Mike, where it's like, all right, Punk wants to take a little detour, say something that's actually pissing him off. That I don't really care about. I think it was also kind of interesting, and it makes it like now he's got multiple feuds going on. Let's see where it goes. I kind of dig that, truthfully. I thought that was fucking awesome. And I like that he's just like saying, what did he say about championship? He was saying like, people want to run their mouth until it's time to do champion shit.
Oh,
right?
Yeah, champ shit, I think, yeah.
You know what I mean? I thought that was kind of dope. I'm sure, like, whatever. So anyway, ultimately, I thought the Page thing, that was kind of cool. Arguably, is it a distraction and like maybe a waste of TV time? I don't know. Whatever. That's for Tony to discuss. But if I had only one thought, it would just be like, it feels like Tony Khan has no control of his product. You know,
Yeah.
that's the only part of it that I would like bring up. Okay, Punk. Then he brought up these points. Let's go through a couple of them that I wrote. So he said he was ripping on Mox, saying he's like the third best guy in his group. That's a pretty funny dig, you know. That is a pretty funny dig. It made me realize how much I don't like the Black Bull Combat Club as a thing, you know.
Interesting, right?
Like, because it's like this AEW doesn't have the finesse to handle stables. Like that's really what I'm trying to figure out. Like with Jericho at the helm, yes, right?
Yeah.
Like when you have a guy like Jericho at the helm who really can be like a true boss, right? And like he makes everybody look good, and he makes it all the glue, and he makes it fun. Like a wrestling stable is supposed to be like fun. So the Blackpool Combat Club is like just Moxley, who's clearly not a guy in a stable, who's already had his biggest stable, and he just wears a piece of merch, but he enters the same. To me, it's like, and I know it's all because like he wasn't supposed to have the title. They're maybe going to go into a tag thing with Daniel Bryan, and then got a little derailed, and that's what's tough about pro wrestling. I get it, but like, I don't know, whatever. But then Punk made this point that really made no sense, where he was like, and this is when I started being like, what's going on with this guy? He's like, I'm the only one who's broke bones, but then it's like my own bone.
Yeah.
That doesn't make you look cool, right? Like being like you right? He's like, oh, because I broke my foot,
Yeah, I didn't understand that point. I think he was like, and then after he's like, no, stop me when I'm gonna, because I guess he's trying to say you don't like hurt anybody, you're not like tough kind of thing.
Yeah. I was like, wait, but so because Moxley didn't get injured, you're giving him shit,
or didn't injure anyone.
Yeah, but he was ripping into him, and then.
Or maybe Moxley got injured by someone.
Foot storytelling is pretty cool because the match is going to be like about his Punk's foot hurt still, right?
Yeah.
So they're planting the seeds to tell a pretty cool match.
Well, and also a very important note that we have skipped over was this match was supposed to be at All Out, and now it's on Dynamite. So like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
you told me that. I couldn't even follow that. They said it was all.
And then they had him come back out and fight some more like halfway through the show. So is it like, all right, now we're really blurring the lines of what parts are the work, what parts of the shoot, like, is that like a thing? Because they're speeding it up because they can't wait till All Out because they're just too chaotic because they're just going to fight the whole time till it great. Let them fight. I don't care.
Yeah. But anyway, the thing with this promo that I thought was cool was the whole like second best, third best thing, right? I think Punk had a pretty cool through line through it. I thought it was pretty good. So then, like, his sneakers look bad. All right, Mox has the sneakers look bad.
Cut him some slack. They're orthopedic shoes because he broke his foot. Yeah.
So Moxley's rebuttal here, he comes out And his whole thing is like, yo, bro, you're on the mic, and it's like he's trying to take away his mic. It's like, you're doing pipe bombs. That's what you do great. But, like, this is real fighting. Now, like, we got to take a step back. Like, this is not real fighting. You know? So this is my problem with what Moxley does, which is like, yo, but this is the real world. Like, this is so far from the real world. Literally, Jericho calls himself a wizard. Okay? And by the way, I forgot to give Punk credit for the line that it's the second best Kingston I've been in the ring with.
Oh man.
That was fucking great, you know?
And the third best Eddie.
Yeah. The third best Eddie. It was so fucking. I love that. Okay?
Wait, it's Eddie Guerrero and who else? Who's the other Eddie?
That's funny because I was thinking he meant it's Eddie Guerrero, Eddie Kingston, Eddie Vedder. He wrestled Eddie Vedder for Pearl Jam. He wrestled.
Who's the other Eddie?
Don't know.
I'm gonna try and find this.
I don't know any other Eddie wrestlers.
All right, so keep going. All right,
But then, like, so Mox is telling the story about being like, well, I'm the heart and soul of this company, and he's on a roll, and you could see he has stuff, and then Punk just starts going like, he just started interrupting with stupid shit, you know, that wasn't funny or good, and it threw Moxley off, and that was my whole point. Is that they made the segment so sloppy, and then, like, Mox didn't have a role where, like, I say my shit, they get in each other's face, and they're both affected. And then, you know, then they get to this place where it's like, why aren't you hitting each other? And then Punk's like, oh, I don't want you to get blood on me. And you're like, what? Like, what? You know?
like,
then,
I'm afraid if I touch you, you'll bleed. Like, you'll just open up, and that's just like a dig at him always.
Right. He's like,
Eddie Edwards. Okay, Eddie Edwards,
good. But then the fake security comes out, and they're like so slow. They're not holding anybody back. It was like, you watch these WWE segments, like, with the security, they're so much better. Like, they have them line the ring. They produce these segments. You know, it's like, this was it was segments. It started out so strong and then ended up like, ended up pretty sloppy.
Did you see how that one guy? Did you see that one security guard that looked like Austin Theory, and people were like, Triple H has Austin Theory on the cover?
A-Town Down. Yo, the A-Town Down. I mean, can we just quick question? A-Town Down. So A-Town Down, if I'm
A-Town Down.
This is from the song
A-Town
by Usher, right? Isn't it like Lil Jon saying like A-Town Down? Like it's for Atlanta, no?
Yeah, and he's from Atlanta.
Oh, but his name's Austin?
Yeah, dude.
It's so confusing. I just assume he's from Austin because Stone calls Austin. You know?
That's, dude, okay, bro. That's something I would say, all right?
A-Town Down, but the A-Town Down thing I think is a little cheese, even for Austin Theory, you know? But Austin Theory is held together by this goatee. Like, I mean, if you watch, like, when he's taking these selfies, that is the most punchable face because of the fucking goatee.
You want to punch me in the face. You want to punch me in the face.
Yeah.
So go ahead. Fucking punch me in the face.
Austin Theory is, like, you know, doing fucking great work.
I mean,
the only thing about Austin Theory is his gear. I don't love his color schemes he chooses, but his booty shorts look is kind of growing on me.
Yeah.
You know?
He looks
Like
incredible. I mean, guy looks like, I mean, he's a professional
he's
wrestler.
jacked. He looks like a heavyweight wrestler. You know?
That fucking segment with Dolph backstage, man. I know I mentioned it already before, but that thing was so sick, dude. Raw has got me on the fucking edge of my seat, dude. It is so much
Edge and Christian
of my seat. It is so much fucking fun. The women's division is crazy over. And you know what? I didn't even say this, and because I don't want to keep being so negative about on AEW, even though I love them.
Looks like Ronda just got arrested on SmackDown. SmackDown just started.
Come on, don't spoil. Asshole, dude.
Yeah, sorry.
Live spoilers. I don't think that's ever happened on the podcast. That's crazy.
It looks like Ronda's getting arrested, and then Roman shows up.
Bro, let me tell you something.
That's not a spoiler.
Tony Khan needs to get it together with the women's division because it is a straight fucking embarrassment. They went an hour and a half without even mentioning a single woman on that show.
We don't have we listen, we know that. We don't have time. We have to talk about
Well, that
Omega.
here's to
This
further my
Omega
point.
thing's gonna take an hour.
Okay. Fuck Omega. Oh my god.
We can't. I'm sorry to
I
interrupt.
thought we were going to the Raw side of things. That's why I just started talking about Raw because it was so good.
All right, fine. You can go to Raw, but aren't you
We'll
chomping to talk about Omega? Aren't you Tommaso chomping at the bit to talk about Omega?
Listen, you know what we're gonna say. I mean,
right.
let's at least break up those fucking CM Punk fest.
All right, fine. Let's go back to Raw, and then we'll end on Omega.
Okay. Man, I mean, we are in the Triple H era. Shawn Michaels, congratulations, VP of Talent Relations.
Yo, isn't it kind of funny when like Shawn Michaels gets a job at WWE and you're like, yeah, I mean, he's Shawn Michaels. Everyone's like,
yeah,
congrats to Shawn Michaels. We're like, this is like saying like, congrats to like Barack Obama for being a barista. You know what I mean?
Asshole,
like,
dude. It's because for so long these guys were supposed to be in these positions, and now they're finally doing because Vince is out of the way.
I know why.
I know, I know,
like,
but what I'm saying is,
Shawn fucking Michaels.
I know, but that's what I'm saying is because for so long we've had Vince, so it's like it's so obvious all the time when this stuff is starting to happen now that okay, yeah, I mean this should have been like this 10 years ago.
Yeah, it's a congrats to Shawn Michaels. He
10
finally
years,
is working catering
yeah.
at Raw. Like, I mean. By the way, Mox dig on CM Punk, his actual wrestling, I thought was kind of cool. Where he's just like you're like the worst wrestler.
I mean, he honestly is not good right now. Like he botch fest all over that Hangman match. He had no business saying that he.
CM Punk is the king of botching. He's not very good at wrestling.
but yeah, Raw was just a spectacular show. I mean, this just the whole overall product of Raw is just great. There's so much good shit going on. Rest in peace NXT UK. Now going to Triple H finally rolling back out the blueprints to his NXT Europe thing, and this is going to be all over. Japan's going to be involved. Freaking South America, Europe.
We love Japan.
We love Japan, folks. This is another huge moment. Worlds collide. It seems like everything is going in the right direction for WWE. It maybe has gone from airing with a side of caution to it's like minimal now. Like we are full steam ahead in the Triple H era, and things keep getting better each fucking day. I feel like
seems to be good. We got talk about just Raw from a macro standpoint. We had A-Town versus Dolph Ziggler. We had like a pretty long AJ Styles Bobby Lashley match. That was pretty enjoyable. And then we had fucking the Drew KO segment, which I think was the start of the show, right?
Fucking God, dude.
So we had
we
KO
have to talk
formally come out and essentially say, oh, I'm going to be the old version of myself again, right?
Yep, the prize fighter.
He said, I'm going to be the prize fighter. And he's going back to, like, you know, his NXT version of himself, where he's just kind of like a complete asshole. It's, you know, it's interesting, though, because, like, KO as a prize fighter, you don't look like a prize fighter. You know? It is an odd gimmick for Kevin Owens, who is one of my guys and one of the best. If someone said Kevin Owens is the best wrestler right now, I wouldn't fight them. Okay.
Yeah.
So just keep in mind how high I hold up Kevin Owens. Okay.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So like I know he's amazing, but is prize fighter is it kind of ironic? Like, I mean, right?
Yeah, sure. I mean, but he's
a prize fighter is like, I guess it kind of works because like some prize fighters, it's not about their look, it's about their skills, right?
That's exactly where I was gonna go. So yeah,
right. It's kind of like you would call like Tyson Fury's like a prize fighter, right?
And he looks like shit. There is no debating that, especially after that match with Drew, because he was doing fucking everything in that ring, and he was doing it to a very, very high level. And like that match fucking ruled. I love that whole entire fucking segment. I literally had goosebumps. Like goes into Drew fucking getting in his face saying we're two wrestlers in the ring, let's fucking wrestle. You know, like it was just a work of fucking art, dude. Like that is one of the best moments in Raw in the last 5 years easily. And I'm not just talking about the match, I'm talking about the segment before, how they transition into it. Like KO coming back out, Drew. I mean, the shit that KO was saying was just absolutely phenomenal. Drew comes out looking incredible. I am so fucking pumped for Clash at the Castle. I cannot believe it. 65,000 people. Like That
Yeah.
fucking show is going to be insane. You know that
Any
crowd.
chance Drew wins that match?
I don't think so.
Yeah, he
I
can't.
I think there is a chance,
Yeah,
but
he
I
can't.
don't think we're done with the bloodline. And I think the bloodline.
Yeah.
Here's my prediction for the bloodline. The bloodline's is only going to get stronger. Okay, so I think here's my prediction: Sami Zayn's going to win that IC title. He's going to win that Fatal Five Way. He'll win the IC title. He'll get in the good graces of the bloodline. And man, oh man, I would love if they called up the Usos' brother. And
do it
he,
in NXT, right?
yeah, and he takes the title. Like Bobby Lashley holds an open challenge, and it's him. And all the titles are fucking in the bloodline, dude.
What about Jacob Fatu? What's his deal? He's part of the family too, right?
I'm not sure. I'm not good with that history and
Well, it's
lineage
hard
shit.
to follow. Also, a lot of them are not actually blood related.
Yeah.
This the NOI family.
They're just
it's like the
Usos.
Rock's family. NOI family tree, which I've looked at actually. It's here, Jacob Fatu, because he's a guy they should just pick up. Yeah, he's in
Toxic
there.
Attraction on SmackDown tonight. They
Yeah, or
replaced
Jacob Fatu. Yes, he's part of the NOI family wrestling dynasty. His father is Sam Fatu, who competed under the ring names the Tonga Kid and Tama during his career. That makes him a cousin of the Usos and Roman Reigns. Yeah, interesting. 'Cause he's a guy maybe you should pick up. He seems like he could be pretty fucking cool. Anyway.
Oh, real
Sweet.
quick. Can we take a hot guy detour?
We can take a hot guy detour. I have something else to say before we get into Kenny Omega, which will close this out. But yeah, let's take a hot guy detour. But, do it up.
So the sheets are saying that Kota Ibushi is not re-signing with NJPW. And I would think that Triple H is going to most likely be paying him a visit with a blank check, if I had to guess. I think Kota Ibushi is going to be the first wrestler where we will actually see a bidding war if he is a free agent between AEW and WWE. And I would think that WWE's offer would be significant enough to deter Ibushi to going to be with his golden lover, Kenny Omega. How do you feel about that? Hot guy detour.
I think that I think if Kota Ibushi comes to the U.S., I think that he will go to WWE. I agree. Agree.
Oh, maybe.
I think that
let's just think about that right now. Did you ever think like if Triple H isn't in charge and Vince is there, there's no chance he's going to, he's 100% going to AEW. But now I think Triple H sees a guy like Kota Ibushi and he's like, we are getting this guy. We are giving him the royal treatment. He's getting everything that he needs to be the best wrestler in the world. And I'm telling you, woo. I mean, here's another important thing is that all of a sudden in a short span, the IC title and the US title are now relevant titles again. The mid card is huge. There's going to be focus on those titles. So if Kota Ibushi was to come in and go for the IC title, in the next 6 months, you'd be probably very excited about that,
I think that'd be cool. You just made me Google something.
Okay. Good go. All right, that was my hot guy detour.
I like that for you. I mean, he's an extremely hot guy. Side note, I saw Liv Morgan when she was flying to L.A. She posted a thing. It was like, oh, flying to L.A. and she was in coach. What the fuck is that about? Are they sending their champions flying in coach?
I rode first class to and from Nashville, and let me tell you something. That's a delight.
Yeah, well, you're not the.
Can we take a Batman
SmackDown
detour?
winner.
Can we take a Batman detour?
Oh, yeah,
Real quick. It's a quick one.
Shit, I don't. All right, take the Batman detour. Go do it.
Well, you gotta do this. Yeah, fucking.
No, I know. Shit, I gotta find that.
Oh, it's on your phone. It's not on the soundboard. No, you just
No,
play
I got
it.
it.
Oh, right. I forgot. I was good. I was thinking you're gonna do the Hawkeye Detour song and say Batman over, but I forgot we had a Batman Detour song. Yeah.
Okay, go.
So I got upgraded to first class for free on the way to Nashville. Very
Okay,
nice.
so far not about Batman.
Right. On the way back, I'm in the airport. I hadn't had like drank the whole entire time in Nashville. I started to start drinking at the airport, get a nice little buzz on, and I'm like, you know what? Let me see if I can upgrade to first class. Walk up, hi. Are there now? I'm completely buzzed. I'm like, hi. Is there any first class seats available? And she's like, oh, let me check. Yes, there is. It'll be $93. Boom. Put it on my credit card. No problem.
Oh.
Sit down. It's the first seat, empty seat next to me. And a girl comes and sits right next to me. And I'm like, oh, she's very attractive. This is awesome. Tell she's a little frazzled. Let's skip to the Batman detour part. She's trying to get the internet to work on her laptop. And what movie do I pull up on my phone? The fucking Batman. She can't get it to work. I turn to her, I go, do you want to just like take one of my AirPods and watch with me? She's like, I've started that thing 6 times and I haven't been able to get through it. She's like, but if that's what you're watching, then I guess I'll watch it.
So she watched it with you?
Yeah, she put the fucking. It was like the last hour of the fucking flight. But
Oh my god!
I can't believe she said that. Started it like 6 times. I haven't been able to get through it.
Sounds like Batman was not in the way. Batman was on your side.
Batman's
to a
on
lovely
my
lady.
side.
That sounds
Yeah.
like Batman was there to get you involved with a lovely woman. Sounds
Yeah,
like, no?
she was like the tour manager for Calio or something like that. The guy that sings what's that song? Hold on, this song.
Baby, you light up my world like nobody else. That guy?
That guy?
Those guys?
Not that guy. Calio.
Why won't you
Way
let me-
down we go. Oh,
Why
oh.
won't you let me talk about Kenny Omega?
We get
You know that song?
No. Okay.
Hold on.
So,
It was in a commercial. Okay, go ahead. All right, Kenny Omega.
okay.
All right.
Okay. Okay. So, we got to talk about this Kenny Omega thing, but we also can't be dumb marks about it.
Okay.
It's very clear. And by very clear, I mean kind of clear. Kind of clear, okay? That Kenny is doing a thing right now, right? Where he's like, what if I return, but I look like shit? Now, right or wrong? There's no guys. Kenny, let's take a step
I
back.
don't know. He's
There's no-
got
Kenny
the same
Omega-
shitty pants on. Okay,
No,
so
no. He
He's
can't
always
have
wore
those
the shitty
but
pants.
The pants are the pants. The pants are bad, but the pants are actually, for the first time ever, irrelevant. Okay,
it's wild.
because he was wearing a tight black shirt,
Compression
long
shirt,
compression shirt, and also had on like
Shoulder
a shoulder
brace.
brace. And then also had on, like, if he lifted up his shirt at one point, he had like white bandages around him, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he was messing up moves like left and right, right?
Yeah.
That was clearly on purpose. Like, he bought the one-winged angel, he kind of got it. Like, come on, right? He's going for a thing. But here's the thing. So we don't want, I don't know. You tell me, and I'll it's fine. But if we shit on his return in the sense of, like, he didn't look good in the ring, then we're being marks.
I'm not
He's
saying
supposed,
that.
He's supposed to be, like, rusty, right? That's kind of cool and fun.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm not saying that at all. And I can actually argue that he looked great in doing that. One,
Right.
and could argue two, and this is what I was saying to Joe the Jawbreaker on the Discord, is like, he was saying like, oh, well, I kind of like, even though I don't think this is a good spot for Kenny to return in. I'd rather have him returned at the top, or waited for All Out or something. And if his health is in question, that he, by fighting in the trios, that he's actually, this is giving him more time to heal. And I can argue that no way. I think he was taking more high risk, more crazier spots because he's in this type of match that he's he's healthy and he's not
No,
like
he's
you
totally,
know.
he wouldn't be wrestling if he's not healthy. He's healthy.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't come back early from a 9 months like leave, right? It's just like, what's the point?
Storyline wise, it makes sense. Like that's what you're saying. So like if the story is that he's like not at his best right now and he's shaving the rust and he's fighting, he's not 100% healthy. Storyline, it makes sense to have him in here because that's what you would think. But like in reality, it doesn't, you know? So like obviously they're going to the finals, right? And they're most likely going to win, or who knows, you know? So we'll see.
Yeah, so I mean, but that all being said, Kenny coming back in the trios tournament,
That's what I'm saying.
who could possibly like that? Even if they're doing a whole
People do.
Rusty thing, I don't know. And this because who these trios titles thing is like, does anybody want that?
It's just more.
Yeah, like does
It's
anyone want titles? So I'm saying Kenny, it's like cool. Let's see where this goes. But I'm gonna say this. Here's what I'll say: the idea of him coming back Rusty is cool. I like that idea, but I'll go on record here and say that from just watching this, the execution of this is going to be so whack, and it's going to be so whack, and it's going to be so
That's what I'm saying.
Pointless because it's like come back in a big capacity thing and have Don Callis be like, you know, hey, you don't seem ready, and he's like, of course I'm ready. It's 9 months. You there? How much longer am I going to stay out? And then he goes, he's getting his ass kicked by Punk and shit, and like that would be cool. But he's already involved in like these the trios tournament, which is like something no one cares about. I'm sorry, like it's more titles. It's every single wrestler's got a title in AEW. I mean, it's crazy. It's fucking nuts.
That's what I'm saying, and like
I cannot believe that what they've done over there. Like, how is the WWE Championship, the Roman's title, somehow means like way more than any titles.
And in a weird way, like the ranking systems are starting to backfire on AEW in a way that like there's nothing creative happening for people to get title opportunities, right? Like we're not getting a fatal 4-way to determine a number one contender. It's just like rely back to the rankings. Oh, who's in this top 5? Okay. Oh, Private Party's the number 5. Let's get them in there. Like, no, like organically create storylines. Tony Storm versus Thunder Rosa is only happening because she's the number one contender. Like, you could say that they were tag teams and this is how, and then Tony kept winning individually, but like that's not compelling. There's got to be more. Like you have got to tell more stories than the next people up in line. Like, to me, it's just not making any sense whatsoever. Like, it's time they need to really get the shit together. Like, because it's just not working on the television screen. It's not doing enough to make me want to tune in, like, at all. Like, nothing that's happening on Rampage tonight makes me go like, oh wow, I need to see this. You know, like I'm gonna watch it, I'm gonna enjoy it, but like I'm not thinking about it. I could tell you the complete opposite. I am so excited to fucking hit stop recording on this fucking podcast so I can watch SmackDown. Like, yeah, I cannot wait.
Look. Yeah, and like whatever. Again, we can go back to the thing. I know what you mean. Like right now, it's always gonna be like, hey, we're excited about this one, we're less excited about that one. But right now, WWE is more exciting than AEW, and that's just what it is, right? But that's not the thing. It's just like there's things where you're like, man, I hope
it's Kenny fucking
Omega does. I hope like Kenny Omega was like, they have Kenny and CM Punk coming back. Why is this not like flawless? You know,
that's what I'm saying. That's
like
what I'm saying.
It's like hard to fuck up. You know,
that's what I'm saying. Like we never would have thought this, and it's like they're fumbling the bag so hard they don't even know what to fucking do.
Rusty Kenny is awesome idea. That's really cool, and I like that. That's kind of like what you expect from Kenny. He's always kind of like trying to push the envelope, you know, and like be a little bit ahead of wrestling. But there's still no reason that he's not coming out as a heavyweight, you know?
So I'm saying oh god, it choked on my face. He's Kenny fucking Omega, you know, like
he should still be like coming out and getting on the mic.
He is the number one guy there.
More.
He is the number one fucking guy there.
It wasn't exciting. It wasn't an exciting return, you know?
It's great because he's back, you know? Like I'm so excited that Kenny's back, but like that's it. Like I'm not excited to where he's back and being involved in. Like I think Kenny Omega coming back and fucking like at the end of that why not wait till next week if this match was going to happen and have him come back and fucking attack the winner or whoever, you know, and then you have an all-out match with Kenny. Like, that's the instant perfect use of Kenny Omega. Like, if he's not healthy and not ready to go, then he shouldn't be in this trios fucking thing either, you know?
Yeah, it seems to me there's not really much to say. It just was like, oh, he's cool, he's doing a thing, but the trios match is the trios title. I just don't care about that at all.
Like, well, Kenny being back is better than no Kenny at all. That's where we can leave it.
Trios title when you can have Freebird. Like, what's the point? Am I wrong? I mean, I don't know.
It's just going to take away shine from the tag team division. Like, think about it. Now
you have like you have the women's champion and the men's championship. Then you have the TBS and the TNT titles. You have the Atlantic championship or whatever.
Mid-Atlantic,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. Then you have the ROH championship, which you could have just made just like an IC title, which would have been pretty fucking cool. You know what I mean? Then you have the tag champions. Is there a women's tag champs or no?
No,
there's no women tag champs. Then you have trios. What else we got?
pretty much it.
FTW title. You know, it's sloppy. It's the show is very sloppy. It's getting away from Tony Khan. It's very odd.
It has all the tools. It has all the wrestlers. There's just the effort is not there. Like,
yeah, and there'll be a bunch of good shit.
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna keep watching, and I'm gonna love them. I mean, there was a lot of good shit that happened on Dynamite. Awesome, you know.
Yeah. All right, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. We'll figure out. We still gotta figure out our exact like shit, but like just expect the episode when we post it. Well, it pops up in your feed. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, what I'll do too is that when we know when we're gonna be recording, I'll throw some love into the Discord to make sure that you guys know when to expect the episodes coming out.
Yeah. We'll coordinate it. All right, everybody. Good shit, everybody. Keep watching wrestling. Kisses. Cheers up.
Eat my ass. Eat my ass. Bing bong.